Hey, what's up? It's Stacey Storino. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to day 4 of the Quarantine Reboot Bootcamp experience, a special series that will help you make the most of your life while in quarantine, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, and spiritually, or ethically if you're not a religious or spiritual person. No big deal. In today's video, I'm going to teach you what else you have to dump in order to, be moving forward so that you can make the best of not just the Quarantine Reboot Bootcamp experience, but the rest of your life once quarantine and the global pandemic itself is over. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss a single day of this series. Now look, if you missed day 1 of the Quarantine Reboot Bootcamp experience, I'd recommend that you watch it because it really does lay the groundwork for how the next few weeks are gonna go. So please make sure that you check it out. And if you happened to miss the video just before this one, you should definitely watch it because just like a snake shedding a layer of dead skin, I walked you through the first layer of things you need to jettison, ditch, and clean up so that you can become more efficient in your life moving forward. It was deceptively simple teaching, yet powerful in terms of its impact rebooter. So make sure you watch that video too. But here we're talking about what else you're going to need to shed while the chaos of the pandemic continues to swirl around you so that you can move forward into what's going to be the new and improved rest of your life once quarantine and the global pandemic itself is over. As of this video, we're still in the first week of the Quarantine Reboot Bootcamp experience, which is called Reception Battalion. I promise the first video in this series is a big help. If you're like, what? Now, the United States Army is big on being clean, neat, and organized in a military manner. That's where all of that scrubbing of toilets with toothbrushes comes from. And yesterday's video walked you through the first layer of shedding that you have to go through in order to go from chaos and confusion to efficient and effective, even as the world around you is currently spinning out of control. There are better days ahead, and I want you to be ready for them so that you can make the most of them, rebooter. Lightening your load and getting organized is key in terms of not being a cluttered and confused wuss. So today we're going to shed the next layer of clutter and confusion off if you're following along in this series in order. By now, you've done the primal scream cleaning of your home. You likely banished a ton of cobwebs, dust, filth, and trash and other unnecessary clutter, and you probably thought you were done. Almost, not quite. Today, I'd like you to take the time to work on the paperwork that you've got going on in your home. Personal, professional, both, doesn't matter. If you've got a shredder, I want you to get it out. I'd order one if you don't own one. This is important, especially in terms of protecting you from identity theft, which is an ever-increasing thing. Today is going to be all about weeding out unnecessary paperwork lurking about in your home. Yours, your kids, if any, your husband, wife, significant others, if any. If it's paper clutter, I want you to pull it all together in one now cleaned out space in your home, wherever it makes sense, wherever it makes the best sense to do it. And I want you to sort through it all and deal with it all once and for all, ideally. Now, even if you can deal with 75% of it all once and for all, then fine. Do what you can do. But gather together everything, and if it's important paperwork that you need to keep, I want you to also spend today creating and utilizing from now on a filing system for all of that paperwork. And the more important said paperwork is, birth certificates and such, then the more likely it is that you have to keep it in a fireproof safe. Don't have one of those? Order one or put getting one on your wish list for later when you can afford one. And in the meantime, institute a sane filing system so that you can find all of the most important paperwork again quickly once you do have a fireproof safe to put it all in. I also want you to spend today cleaning out your emails and setting up, if you haven't already, an electronic filing system for all of the emails that you must keep for whatever the reason, personally and or professionally. If you do have an electronic filing system, then great. I want you to tweak it or improve it if need be. Just remember that during this week of Reception Battalion, if you're in the email cleaning and electronic file storage organizing phase, you're not otherwise on the internet to loiter. You're weeding out all of the emails you don't want, don't need, or are most definitely phishing or spam, and unsubscribe from any email list you no longer want to be on so that you reduce the electronic deluge that you're treated to on a daily basis. Now's the time. See, you've got no time to be drowning in global pandemic news all day, do you? You've got no time to get sucked into social media scroll holes of death, despair, complaining, and fear. Get to work, rebooter. You always wanted time to do this sort of stuff. Now you've got it. Don't waste the opportunity. I want you to spend this portion of the Reception Battalion week weeding things out, both in paper and electronic form, so that you're not constantly working in crisis mode where you're overwhelmed and drowning in these departments. Give yourself the gift of getting your act together without any self-sabotage. You may never get a time like this again to do so, so make the best of a bad situation. Once you've got your physical sort of paperwork filing system up and running, or you got lazy with it in the past, so you got it back up and running, I've been there myself, and you've got your electronic messages cleaned up, cleaned out, and organized, I'd love for you to not just wipe down every device you have, if you didn't see to that yesterday, but I'd also love for you to update your devices, their browsers, any apps or software you have running currently or could have running. When was the last time you were all over that stuff, right? Clean out your cookies, flush your cache, update everything, and reboot everything. And if you don't know how to do that sort of stuff, I'm not being flip when I say that Google and or YouTube is your friend here. You've got the time. You can handle the adulting. Take more control over what was a hot mess of your life, rebooter. Tomorrow's video has some great wins for you to enjoy, okay? Today's video is a little on the short side because the previous one was longer and it likely involved a ton of physical manual labor from you. Today, a lot of this stuff can be done in a seated or reclining position, so you can take it easy in one sense for a change. We can switch it up over the course of this reboot. After all, we're not really in the armed forces here in the Quarantine Reboot bootcamp experience. What I want you to come away from this video with is that by the time you're done with today's tasks, you're more of a soldier that's ready, willing, and able to fight the battle of her life all the better, able to travel through the rest of her life more efficiently, which means not just less mess, but less stress. And given what's going on today in the world, I'll take all of the stress reduction I can get. How about you? Now, make sure you hit that notification bell because in the next video of this series, I'll share with you what it is you'll want to do next now that so much clutter and confusion is gone from your life. You do not want to miss that video. While you're waiting for the next video in this series, I want you to know I have a ton of resources available on this channel if you're an entrepreneur mom, entrepreneur parent, or you're an entrepreneur and or you want to be. So please check these two videos out in the meantime. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.